Good morning. It's Sunday the 28th of June 2026 and my walk in the Peak District today starts here at Hulme End. I'm in the old station. It's a bit busy at the moment, so I think I'll explore more when I finish the walk. Yeah, there used to be a village shop just down there. I think that's been gone for quite a long time now. Anyway, I shall walk out of the village and just follow this lane up here for a little while till I find a footpath on the right hand side. Here we are then, this is where I turn off right. And I just walk across a few fields. It just takes me off the road a bit because although I will be meeting the lane a bit further on, it just sort of means less road walking really. So I'm back in the Manifold Valley. Yeah, the Manifold is just down there, sort of in the bottom there, but I'm going upstream. The last time I was in the Manifold Valley was towards the latter part of 2023, I think it was. I was hoping to do this walk back then, but I think after I did the other walks in the Manifold Valley, I think the weather wasn't particularly good and it was heading towards Christmas, so I think I was probably quite busy with the run up to Christmas at the time. But anyway, I'm here now, so this particular walk I've not done before, which is quite nice. Yeah, and the beauty is it's going to be a nice sunny cool day after another hot spell we've had. We had a heat wave a month ago and we've just gone through another heat wave but today it's cooler, so I'm looking forward to these cooler days. Oop. Here we are then, so I've now re-emerged onto the lane, so yeah, just walking across those fields, just nice to get off the lanes as much as possible really. Okay, well I head this way and I'm actually heading closer towards the River Manifold. And there's another little footpath that takes me off the lane. So although I could have just stayed with the lane because it will take me to where I want to go, this path just sort of cuts out and it sort of cuts the corner a bit really, because the lane goes in a bit of a dog leg, so it's just sort of, apart from taking you off the road, it just sort of cuts the corner a little bit. And there's the River Manifold again. Brilliant. So I've arrived in a place called Brund, and that building behind me is Brund Mill. It's another old mill that's been converted into a home. I'm not sure if it's one complete home or whether it's a few apartments inside. Anyway, it's definitely a residential place now. What a lovely place to live as well. Nice quiet part of the Peak District this is. Yeah, if you want isolation, that's the place to be. Okay, I'll just follow the lane for a bit and then I'll take another footpath that follows the course of the Manifold again. hill in the background there, that's Sheen Hill. But I'm not going up there. I'm going along a footpath just off this junction here. So I continue following the Manifold Trail. So I'm just following the signs in the direction of Longner for the time being. Whoa. Whoa. Got to stretch your legs to get across that a bit. I must admit, I wasn't sure how busy it would be today, because historically I've always found that the Staffordshire side of the Peak District tends to be a lot less busy than the Derbyshire Peak District. I've seen quite a lot of people today, lots of youngsters in particular. A group of youngsters back there, but I have passed several groups of youngsters, so I don't know whether it's some sort of Duke of Edinburgh thing, or whether it's just a lot of youngsters in various groups out for a walk today. Yeah, you never can tell really, but it's nice to see that youngsters from young to old getting out here enjoying the Peak District. Now, I think I've reached the point where I leave the Manifold Trail. So I follow this sign in the direction of Ludburn. Okay. Nice old wooden footbridge. And I'm crossing back over the River Manifold. So I think the remainder of today's walk will stay on this side of the Manifold. So now I don't continue on towards Ludburn. I take this one that just simply says public footpath. Over this way then. Okay, so I have now merged onto another lane. I'll just follow this for a bit, and I think I crossed a couple of other roads, and then I'll get onto some higher ground in a minute. I soon reached the B5053, crossing over to follow a track straight ahead, climbing steadily in the direction of Reeps Moor. So I've arrived at Reeps Moor, and just over there behind those trees used to be a pub. It's closed now though, but even when it was open I didn't manage to get inside, so yeah, I never managed to go in, sadly. Oh well. Anyway, I can see a lane ahead of me again, but I'm going to be turning left just before then. But I think in the meantime I'm going to find a sheltered spot somewhere and sit down and eat my lunch. This is a lovely part of the walk. Yeah. Over there I can see right across the Staffordshire Moorlands. Beautiful. Okay. After 1 3/4 miles of field paths and many old and rickety stiles, I arrived in the village of Warslow. So I've made it to the village of Warslow. Lovely. And there's the Greyhound Inn. I've never actually been in, so that's another place I must make sure that I do go inside. Okay, well, my way is straight down through the village. Well, Warslow has always been a village where I've actually passed through more than actually stop and have a look round. But when I have passed through here, that road up there that goes past the Greyhound Inn, once you get through the other side of the village, the scenery is absolutely outstanding. That is some of the best scenery in the Staffordshire Moorlands, in my opinion. And you won't see a soul either. If you try and walk around those parts of the moors, you just won't see anybody. And that's the beauty of it. So, that road goes to the village of Oncut, but I'm going down this way, and I'm going to slowly make my way back towards the Manifold Valley. Okay, so just take this footpath off the lane here, and this will take me back down into the Manifold Valley itself. And I'm basically on the last stretch of the walk now. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Looking right down into the Manifold Valley now. So that's Wetton. You can see a lane on the left hand side, and just to the right of the lane you can see the course of the old railway line. So that was the Leek and Manifold Light Railway. And then to the right, on the other edge of the field, you can just make out the River Manifold. Lovely. So that's Wetton down there. Just see a car coming up now. So this part of the Manifold Valley, if you go downstream, this is really where the valley becomes a deep gorge, or where it starts to become a deep gorge. So if you go further down that way, that will eventually take you to Thor's cave. But I'm heading on this way, as I'm making my way back now to Hulme End. Oh, at last I have reached the Manifold Way, or the Manifold Track, or the Manifold Trail. Yeah. Well, as I say, this is the old line, the old railway line that was the Leek and Manifold Light Railway. But my God, that path was so difficult because it was so overgrown. So yeah, I was just ploughing through brambles, stinging nettles and everything else. So I'm probably covered in this, that and the other. Oh well, at least I'm on the easy bit now, back to Hulme End. So I'm back at the old station at Hulme End. So we've got the Manifold Valley Visitor Centre here, and over there is the T-junction tea rooms. Lovely. It's all just closed now, but that's fine. I didn't particularly want to go in. Not this time, but at least it's quieter now. So let's have a look at this information board. Hulme End, country crossroads at the end of the line. Packall's trails, turnpike road and railway have come and gone, leaving unchanged this ancient farming community at the head of the Manifold's Gorge. Hulme is of Scandinavian origin, meaning water meadow. The first settlers were probably livestock farmers attracted by a reliable water supply, land easier to farm than the still well-wooded uplands, and at affordable crossing of the river. The Manifold Valley Visitor Centre is the old station building. It once housed the ticket office and waiting room. The signboard Hulme End for Sheen and Hartington emphasises the promoter's hope for the sphere of influence of the isolated terminus. Note the old coach used as a store, and the standard gauge goods wagons on the special sidings. The Manifold Track footpath now follows the route of the old railway. Well, I think that's out of date now because it used to be called the Manifold Track, which gets very confusing. You've got the Manifold Way now, which I think is what the Manifold Track was, and you've got the Manifold Trail. So this marks the end of today's walk, and it was another lovely walk in the Manifold Valley in the Peak District. A nice pint of hen cloud. Cheers.